Hi Sandy, how is life in South Africa?
Hi Aguinaldo. Life in South Africa is great.
What do you like most about living there?
I love the sunny weather and the warm, friendly people.
What do you dislike?
I dislike the corrupt politicians. I dislike them very much.
What do you do when you get together with your friends?
We enjoy getting together for a braai. The Americans call it a barbecue and they use gas. We in South Africa use wood to make our fire. Although it's mostly outdoors, many homes in South Africa do have an indoor braai. We invite friends over and it's not just for the meal. They come early, we have snacks, drinks, and it carries on and on and on, and eventually the food gets put on the fire. And don't worry if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, no problem. We braai anything on the fire. We even braai dessert on the fire, vegetables, or me, I prefer meat. I'm definitely a carnivore.
Would you say South Africa is a good place for tourists?
Tourists can do so many things they'd never be able to afford in their home country, or many other countries for that matter, especially outdoor activities like scuba diving or parasailing or parachuting for that matter. There's a host of activities that cost next to nothing for tourists. Oh, and the wildlife. That's what most people come for, game reserves.
Is it safe?
Well, you won't get eaten by a lion or attacked by a lion. Contrary to popular belief, they don't walk wild in the streets. But on a serious note, there is crime. There's crime everywhere in the world. I would suggest that you use your common sense as a tourist and you trust your instincts.
What kind of food do you eat in South Africa?
South Africans eat everything and almost anything. We have a very rich cultural diversity and all the different groupings of people have their own personal favorite dishes. So I wouldn't say there's one particular type of food. Our food is really good and most of our fruit and vegetables get exported internationally. Fantastic, something we're very proud of.
What dish would you recommend?
As I said before, there isn't one particular favorite dish. The one thing that every South African does do and does enjoy, regardless of where they live, how old they are, which cultural group they belong to, everybody in South Africa braais.
What are 3 top recommendations for people visiting South Africa?
It's hard to choose 3 specific options. I would probably suggest a game drive. I would suggest taking a cable car up Table Mountain. And of course, come and see the whales in my hometown, Hermanus.
And what's the weather like?
South Africa is a big place. In some places, it gets really hot. In other places, it gets really cold. But overall, on average, we have a moderate climate. And we have glorious sunshine.
All right. Now, I would like to ask you a round of questions using the past continuous, the present continuous, and the future continuous, so that the students can practice at home. All right? Let's start. What were you doing this morning?
This morning, I was sleeping when the doorbell rang.
What were you and your son doing last weekend?
Last weekend, my son and I were cycling when it started to rain.
What were you doing last year?
Last year, I was traveling while my husband was staying at home to watch our son.
Now I'd like to know your plans for the weekend. What are you doing tomorrow morning?
I will be meeting my friend for coffee tomorrow morning.
What are you doing on Saturday?
This Saturday, we will be running a marathon.
What are you doing on Sunday?
I will be going to church with my neighbors on Sunday.
What will you be doing in 10 years from now?
In 10 years, I will be traveling the world.
What will your son be doing in 20 years?
In 20 years, my son will be getting married.
Okay, Sandy, thank you so much, and I see you next time.